What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 13. Is it 13 different altcoins today? Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 different altcoins, and this is the list. We're gonna go over it right now. We're doing ACH for Fonzie. If I talk funny, you guys, if you notice me having a hard time pronouncing my words, my tongue is in immense pain right now. Okay, on one side specifically, I didn't bite it. I don't know. It feels like I bit it, but I know I didn't bite it unless it happened in my sleep. But enough about me. If you notice me fumbling my words, it's because of that. Okay, it's definitely because of that. It hurts. It actually hurts to talk. But here we are. ACH for Fonzie, Mir and AVAX for Crypto Investor, Rio and IMX for Kara, GHST and ZBC for Ashugar, Jasmy for Sakeati, IPC for TS Tilly, MLN for LOL Mo, RLC for HL Zeeg, Sand for Teddy, and XRP for Jordan Bailey, but we're going to be talking about XRP versus BTC and XRP versus USD in that one at his request. So buckle up, here we go. I'm going to pause the music now, and we're going to get started. All right, so looking at ACH, yes, you had a little bit of a pullback here. Lower lows in your RSI, higher lows in your price. You look like you want more, bro. You want more. You want to keep going. I think so. I think you do. Let's to the upside, not to the downside. I mean, maybe if you were to go lower, you're at 37 cents now, essentially. You could go down to 29 to 31 cents. I'm telling you guys, it really hurts to talk. Like, I'm trying, it's like with focus, to not let my tongue hit like this side of my mouth because it's so sensitive. I don't know what happened, man. I looked at it. It looks fine, but it's painful. It's enough complaining, though, man. Complaining is for complainers, and we're not doing that. We are TAers on here. Yeah, you could pull back to 30 cents. You're at 37 cents now. You could pull all the way down to about 30 cents before going higher. But if you close this week at your 236, a little bit higher than here or above that, that could have been it, man. You could have pulled all the way back to your 382, couldn't even hit it because there's so much buying pressure or not enough selling pressure, whichever one it may be, and now you're moving higher. Absolutely, that could have been your low. I'm not completely confident that it is yet, though I will say the daily RSI looks really nice, and the weekly looks really nice too. Closing here or even a little bit lower actually wouldn't be completely bad from an RSI perspective. But from a fib perspective, I guess I would like to see you close higher. It looks really good, man. It looks really good. Yeah, a little bit higher would be nice on multiple fib ranges. Closing above, I said 37 cents. I'm sorry, you're at 3.7 cents. Closing above 3.8 cents would be really nice for this week. I think that'd be a very bullish indication. We have 2 days left. Let's see how it goes. Fonzie, request this one in 2 days, man. Request it on Sunday, and I'll see to it on Sunday night after it's closed. Right when you request it too, right after close, because I might make videos in the day on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure, but right after close, okay? Just if you could for me, that way I know to do it after the close, to do in case I do multiple videos. But anyways, at this moment, let's be decisive. I think that might be I really do think that's the low. And I think you will continue to move up from here. If you don't, okay, then you'll go a little bit lower. That low was at 3.155 cents. You might go just a little bit below that, a little step below that, down to 3.0 cents, like 3 cents itself, and then move up. But for what it's worth right now, I kind of like it as a higher low. Yeah, I think it looks fine. I really do. Close above 3.816 cents on a 4-hour or a daily, and that'll really be the nail in the coffin. If you close today above, I think it was 3.8 cents. If you close today above there, that would definitely solidify that this is the low, in my opinion. So that's ACH. Let's move on from there. Hold on, where's it going to go? Right, because we talked about, is this a low or is it not a low? I think it is. So technically, that would mean you go up to about 6 to 7 cents from here. That's where your next momentary high is. And I say momentary just like this was a momentary high, just like this one was, just like this one was, just like this one was, right? You'll get to this area, You'll chill there for a week, a few days, however long it takes. You'll pull back, and then you'll move up to the next area. But 6 to 7 cents, if not higher, is what you're looking like you want to do. Very bullish on a lot of different time frames here. It looks really good. So yeah, wants to continue upwards. And really, actually, I'm glad that I took an extra second on this, because if you go up there, man, you really might be making a move all the way up to like 7.5 to 12.2 cents, because you're breaking this high. At which case, let's just see. I mean, yeah, your 2272 and 2618, they line up with some of these expected extension ranges. So yeah, anywhere and everywhere, really, you'll probably go above 7 cents. If and when you close a week above 4.368 cents, I know I've been all over the place, man, but this I stand by this. If you close above this 886 on a weekly, you're going here. This is your next stop, up in this range, between 12.2 to 7.5 cents, and you're at 3.7 cents now, essentially. So, yeah, you've got immense growth in a short amount of time coming. Probably bigger moves than you've seen so far. Like, take any of these given weeks right now, look at their percentages. The biggest one here is 25%. I bet you have yet to see on this move from this low up, wherever the top is, you've yet to see your biggest week from an open to close basis, is my thoughts. If not, if I'm wrong on that, okay, you'll continue to stair step your way up to these same targets, but I think you're about to show some strength. Maybe not this week, you're showing a little red, right? But man, being overbought like this, bouncing off the overbought zone would be, and then breaking out on top of that, you might be getting ready for something like this, where you see 91% in a week or more, or probably at least bigger than 25% is what I would confidently say. But that's ACH. Let's move on to NEAR. I'm glad I stuck it out with ACH there, because there definitely was more to say. NEAR protocol. No, I want to stay on the page. There we go. Beautiful bottom, guys. I really do like this bottom a lot. 1 second. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. All right. It wasn't letting me, my screen got dim because the battery's dying, but normally it lets me make the screen brighter if I choose to, but it wasn't letting me do it, so I had to plug it in. Anyways, man. Talking all about my problems on this video. You're getting TA and a list of my complaints. Let's see. This chart is awesome, man. It really is awesome. It's not old enough for me to be like completely convinced that it deserves like insanely higher highs, but I definitely do think it goes higher. You're at 660, 662. 47, 55, 137, anywhere and everywhere in there is probably where you are going. Let's look at this real quick, see what the market cap is. NEAR protocol, almost 7 billion. So yeah, maybe not. Let's see. What's that? 42, right? 42. No. If it's 7, right, 7 times 7 would be 49. That's about 49 billion. Yeah, I don't know. I personally don't think you see 137. You probably don't break $100. You could break 47. I would even think that you do see that, but much past that, 73 to 100 might be the top of your range, would be my thoughts, which is still impressive from its current price. Mind you, it's already up 70% this month. That's still like another 11x to a 7x or a 6x from here, something like that. But compared to a lot of cryptos, I don't know. The main reason I'm held back from giving it higher price targets than that, even though there are higher price targets, is because it's so new. Why does this thing deserve a multi-hundred or even over a $100 billion market cap? I don't think it does. I don't think coins like this have any business being around those kind of market caps, unless there's something special going on about it. And yes, everybody thinks that their coins are special. But the most special coins, you know what they all have in common? They've been around for multiple cycles. The ones that have multiple hundreds of billions of dollars of market caps, if they see it even for a second, not even multiple hundreds, but 100 or higher in $1 billion market cap value, they have seen multiple cycles. Even if they don't maintain those levels, if they see it for a brief moment, it's their cycle top, which I'm not even talking about. Like, I'm not even talking about getting there for a cycle top. I'm talking about going below there for this thing. I hope I'm making sense. Below $100 billion. What I'm trying to say is this thing has not been around long enough for me to be convinced that it deserves prices that high. It just doesn't happen. So, I don't know. I feel like I fumbled my words there at the end, but man, my tongue is hurting, so I'm gonna blame it on that. AVAX, Coinbase, and my cat is being distracting right here. He's the fluffy one, man. It's Mufasa. He's the fluffy one. Whenever you pet him, for like literally, you guys can't see it because it's in the video right now, or the camera doesn't pick it up. But there's hair floating right in front of me right now, like literally right here, cat hair. And all I'm doing is petting him, and yep, it's right there. Anyways. Getting off the rails on this one, man. Top to bottom, 618 hit. AVAX is also a really high market cap. Let's see, AVAX. $20 billion. That's nuts. Yeah, and it is a new one. So, I hear really good things about AVAX. It might be the next best thing. Like the greatest new crypto, and it is a new crypto, even though it's been around for one bull market. That does not make it an OG at all. One bull market, one bear market. It's gaining its stripes, though it hasn't earned it yet. Being at a $20 billion market cap, I'm having a hard time assuming that you could even go up to like 329, man. I mean, that would be the absolute maximum that I would give you, and that would put you at over $100 billion, which I think for something this young is insane to even consider it as a possibility, honestly. And that's only a 6x from here. I say only. A 6x is great. Anybody and everybody would be happy to make a 6x on their money. But for the rest of the cycle, we want more. Is it possible it could do better than that? Sure. The top expectations all the way up here at the 1618, that's a 16x. But a 16x from a $20 billion market cap would put it at over $300 billion. Like that's not going to happen. Not going to happen for this. I'm skeptical if this even happens, right? And that's the first expected target. So I don't know what to think of this thing. It very well could not even see new all-time highs by the end of the cycle. I'm serious. It is possible. I don't think AVAX is a bad coin. I think that it's got a lot of good going for it, and I do think that it's remained relevant, but I very much doubt its capabilities and growth. It's already so high in market cap value. It's going to be hard to see that kind of growth take place. That's just my thoughts. When I say that kind of growth, I mean anything past anything past a 5x, and this is at a 6x. So that's kind of my like long-term forecast. I'm not really expecting great things with this, though I do expect it could break out to new all-time highs. Weekly, looking at the weekly chart, you do have bearish divergence pronounced. It's not printed until this week closes red, which it looks like you want to do. If it does close red, you'd be good for at least a move down to about $47. You're at $53 now, so somewhere around $47, $37 or lower. You could move lower, AVAX. You absolutely could. Move all the way back down to $30, man. You could see a greater than 50% drop from here. Absolutely, you could. But let's see how you interact with that. What was it? 47.70 area. Let's see how you interact with that first. I do think you're going to go down there, unless this week flips bullish by Sunday. Which, looking at the daily RSI, it's possible you could bounce from here. I just don't like the way the price looks. To me, it looks like it wants to go down, but I can be wrong. Yeah, it would look like I would think you'd want to go down. Probably around that $44 area, so below that $47 area even. But we'll see. Down is what I'm thinking for the short term. And long term, I'm thinking up. I'm just nothing impressive compared to what a lot of cryptos are going to be doing. So That's AVAX. You're coming to the end of this consolidation at the top here. Volume's dying off. When you get your breakout, whether it's down or up, and you see more volume come in, more than like anything relative to this on your 4-hour, that's how you'll know the move is legit, and it probably will be to the downside. At least $47, but probably a little bit lower than that is what I think for AVAX. Rio. Looking nice. Yes. I think this is the most historical data that we have available. So this one's also very new. It probably found its most recent high, and it will probably dilly-dally for a little bit here, right? You could continue to grow, sure, but I think you're probably going to consolidate, if not move down from here. Okay. I think you're going to pull back to $1.23, probably right around there. 1, 2, 3, right around there on your daily. If not, you could go a lot lower, but that's what I think for Rio, at least right now. Yeah. For the more immediate time frame, over the coming days, over the coming weeks, you might just be getting this party started, man. You might be looking to move up a lot higher, actually. But yes, like today, tomorrow, the next day, you might move down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Again, you're at $1.44 right now. I think $1.23 could be where you go. Find support around there and then move up. You could go even a little bit lower. If you went to like $1.14, don't be scared. That'd be healthy. Finding support on previous areas of resistance, that wouldn't be a bad thing. So $1.23, $1.14, you're at $1.44 now, so a little bit lower, and then up. I think you do have higher to go. That's a really, really, really strong weekly looking RSI. I think you're about to climb. What's this thing's market cap? I'm curious. Going over every market cap we see. Radio. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. So caution. Low liquidity. But anyways, none of this is financial advice. It's a perfect time to say that. Nothing I'm saying here is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just doing technical analysis, man, and fumbling my words as I'm doing it because I feel like it's swollen. I feel like my tongue is swollen. Let's just see here. Top to bottom, 1618 hit, found resistance. Looking at the 1414 for support where you found resistance before. I think you want to go higher. I think you got a tweezer bottom here on your weekly. You've got lower lows in your RSI, but higher lows there. That's hidden bullish divergence. You're finding support at previous areas of resistance and back here, previous areas of resistance. Yeah, I think you want to go higher. You're probably, I mean, at least you're going to go to $4.60, but I think you're making strides up to $7.30, man. You're at $2.80 now, so at least $4.60, but probably higher. I don't normally look for you to stop at the 1886 if you're doing stuff like this. If you're finding support like this, I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you go, up here, come back, find support on your 1618, and then you go up there. Maybe you do something like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if you broke through it, maybe even found support on it, and then continued upwards like that. It could be either or. But I think you want this. I think you want $7.30, maybe even $11, man. Over the weeks, over the months, right? Over the coming days, you could move sideways a little bit, but ultimately I think you're getting ready to move up higher. I think that was your low. I think your low's in. You got a tweezer bottom on the weekly, a double bottom on your daily. You're finding support at key areas. It makes sense. You want to move up. IMX looks good. So that's that. Kara looking to win this one again, man. GHST. Avagachi. Ave Gachi. I don't know. This is weird. This is a weird looking chart. It's longer and it's even weirder. It's like this part looks not too weird except for the really big wicks in every direction, and then just very lackluster price action for a sustained amount of time for how wild you were, and then back to wild and the weirdest phase over here completely. It's on Coinbase, so I'm going to assume it's not complete trash, though there are trash projects on Coinbase. Low market cap. Very low market cap. So a lot of potential growth in there. It's a weird chart, but it doesn't look bad. It just looks weird. It looks constructive, both on the RSI and the price action for what it's worth. Let's look at Coinbase again. Yeah, I'm going to go back. That's giving me a headache. Let's go to here. All right. Yeah, you're probably getting ready. You're at $1.10. You're probably getting ready for a move at $1.87 to $2.10 or higher soon. You probably are. You're probably going to do exactly this, if not move up a little bit slower, but you're probably going to see an explosive move up there once you break above $1.30. So a little bit higher, and then you'll see explosive moves. I think you look good. Yeah. Just like IMX, this recent low was, I think, your pivotal double bottom low. You're probably going to see price grow from here. ZBC for Ashugarg. Zebek. Very hot weekly RSI. I would assume you could chill soon. You might chill. That might have been your top yesterday. That is some bearish divergence, but I mean it's kind of already played out. I think you're I don't know, man. You're very overbought on your weekly RSI. I don't normally call for continuation whenever you're this overbought. I call for a turnaround, and I do think from a time perspective you're gonna see a top soon. I just don't think you've found it yet. Maybe it's at 5.09 cents, maybe it's all the way up at 7 cents, maybe all the way up at 9 or 10 cents or higher. I think you've got another push up, maybe a whole nother week, maybe just a few days, but something past Sunday for higher prices is what I'm thinking. Unless before Sunday closes, you go up dramatically higher from here, in which case it might be on Sunday, but I think you do want to go higher. I don't know where, anywhere between 5 cents to 18 cents. Probably really like to be focused, I'd say 5 to 7 cents is probably where you're going, but who knows. That's ZBC. Looks good. Looks good for the time being. I think it wants to continue higher, sure. Today, maybe it moves down a little bit, but all in all, day to day, week to week, I think, maybe not week to week, but day to day, I think it wants to move up higher. Week to week, you're getting near your high. But anyways, ZBC, looking good. Looking like it wants more. Jasmine. And Sakeati, you said that I hate this coin. I don't think I ever said I hate this coin. Maybe I just like made fun of it because people were saying it's the Japanese Bitcoin, and I was just like very sternly saying that's not true. That doesn't mean that I hate this coin though. I mean, it's done great. There's been people, we've been talking about this thing for a while. I think I even called this move. Like I was literally calling for a breakout. You can go back, man. Go back and watch the videos from like February 12th or before. I'm quite positive I called for a breakout move. I didn't know how it would look. I just knew that, you know, this Adam and Eve pattern looked really, really nice, right? And that we were gonna see positive reactions from there. I absolutely think we continue going. But I don't hate this coin, man. I definitely don't hate it. I don't mind talking about it either. I actually thought about it the other day. I'm like, nobody's requested it. Did I have a little bit to drink in my last video talking about it? Was I just like giving it the death stare, not being friendly? If so, I'm sorry. But right now it's getting a friendly overlook. because it's finding support on its 1618, doing this double bottom look that a lot of cryptos are doing right now, looking like you want to go higher. You probably do. I don't think you're going to stop at 3 cents. You could go all the way up to 4.4 cents. You might even go all the way up to 12 cents, man, or higher. This is a very key area to bounce on your weekly RSI. And if you go lower from here, maybe 1.28, 1.1 cents could be your low. But I have a funny feeling you're moving up to 4.4 cents. That's my expectation. Finding support on the 1618, going up to your 2618, golden extension after golden extension, previous resistance, previous support. It makes sense to me. Let's call it a nice even 4.44 cents. 4.41 cents, sorry. Yeah, that's where I think it's going. Looks good. Day to day, week to week, I think it wants to move higher. Yeah, today it probably even wants to move higher. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I think so. Looks good. IPC. Now, TS Tilly, you said IPC, but I don't know if this is what you meant, man. But maybe it is. I don't know. IPC chain. There's only $4 in volume. You said IPC, so I'm doing this for you because you said IPC, but I don't know, man. So looking at it, I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that you should stay away from this. Maybe there's hope. I think this it could actually see, like, what is that, like 10,000%? Yeah. 1,666,000. I think that could happen. Never. It would never happen. Stay away from this coin. This thing sucks. And I have a funny feeling that you might have done a typo on accident, TS Tilly. You might have meant to request something else. And I know that it's not a stock because IPC, where is it? I mean, was it supposed to be here? Is it an Australian exchange? That it might have been this one, man. Maybe it was a stock. I don't know. You guys got to be better about specifying if it's a stock or a crypto. Because I think you did this request on a crypto video, but I don't remember. Yeah, just specify. Give me the name and the ticker or whatever. But this is definitely trash. So stay away from this coin, IPC chain. Never, ever, ever touch it. Don't even look at it, man. Enzyme, MLN. Here we go. Looking like it wants to break out as well. Yeah, having a nice week. You're up 25%. Beautiful. Went up a lot and then came back down. Whatever. It's okay. You look great on your weekly RSI. You look great where you are overall in the price, the accumulation phase you're in. We're going to use Coinbase, yeah. Daily RSI. Looking a bit ready to pull back, I suppose. You might be doing that today, though, already. You might be getting it out of the way. That's a nice daily candle, man, with a lot of volume there. It seems when you have these, though, that's whenever you kind of pull back, huh? Yeah, they're not sustained for a long time. So being that they're not sustained for a long time, you're near the resistance points of this whole zone. I'm sure you do come back down. You're at $28 now. Watch you pull all the way back down to like $21, $23, $25. You're at 28.66 right now. So you probably do come back. But I think you are getting ready to break out of this and move a lot higher. Just for now, don't be surprised if over the coming days you move lower. That's my thoughts. Real easy on MLN. RLC. See, you did HLZ. You specified. I was having a hard time figuring out if it was a stock or not, and you gave me the specifications, so thank you. Some of them don't need specification. I get it, right? They're the only tickers for that, but whenever you guys do requests, if you can specify if it's a crypto or a stock or whatever, it does help. But if not, it's not a big deal. I don't care. It just keeps things smooth. Top to bottom, I think you want to go higher. Yeah, I think so. Maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, all right. Maybe you want to go lower. Oh, conflicting. I think you want to go lower. I think you do. I think you want to pull back to about 233. You're at 362 right now. At least down to $3 again, but possibly all the way down to about 250 to 233, somewhere in that area. That's RLC. Let's talk about sand. I wonder. I'm just curious. Let's do this real quick. From low to high, sand has gone up. And this one, guys, this is the one that everyone says is better than Mana, right? Decentraland. So let's just I want to see 194% Mana. Because my theory is that Mana is better than sand, but what do I know? I haven't done this comparison yet, so I don't know. Okay, so pretty close, 209%, 194%, but technically Mana has seen more growth overall by about 15% in comparison. So Sandbox has the higher market cap, but Mana has the greater potential. Just because they're at the same price does not mean they have the same potential for growth. A lower market cap means you have a better opportunity for growth, right? You're at 65.7 cents. I do think Sand will grow. I do. Mana, oh, well, I went too far back. Oh, damn. I didn't go back far enough. Mana being at 63 cents, they're not the same. They're similar in price, but they're not the same. Mana has a market cap of 1.17 billion, whereas Sand and Mana has been around for a very long time, whereas Sandbox has 1.48 billion. That's about $360 billion, something like that, $360 million higher in market cap, which doesn't sound like that much when we're talking billions, but it's a pretty decent difference, I would say. And Sandbox hasn't been around as long as Mana, but Sand, this isn't a Mana video. That's later. Sand does look like it wants to go higher. Yeah, I think so. Once you break this area, man. Once you break about 79, let's call it 80 cents. You break 80 cents on a weekly basis, and it's off. You are going all the way up to $1.37, $1.57, $2.70, and beyond, probably. But in a short amount of time, look for the resistance points of this zone up here. When you break 80 cents, $1.50 is where you're going. $1.50 to $1.35, somewhere in that range. Or higher. But if you don't stop here or around this white line and you go higher, the next place would be all the way up here. So that'd be a pretty immaculate phase of growth that would happen in a very short amount of time. And it can happen. You've done it before, right? You've been at these areas and then literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks goes by and boom, you're all the way up here. You actually reached all the way up here in 5 weeks. So it could happen literally from the same exact price area. You've seen that happen, right? Took a little bit to consolidate. You're consolidating, and then when you broke out, it just straight terror all the way up to the upside. But will it happen like that this time? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You do have this in the way now. So I would say $1.50 to $1.35 is the next likely point that you top out at and consolidate and then move higher. I do think it'll press higher. For the time being, though, yes, it looks good. I think it wants to go higher. Yeah, Sand looks good. Let's finish this up with XRP. We'll do a quick USD look, and then we'll bump it on to the BTC look. So yes, XRP, a lot of people this week, I say a lot of people, a few people that I've watched personally have been calling, or should I say they're skeptical of it going up. They think it might go down from here. I don't think it will. I don't think it's going, I really don't. I think that's your low. I mean, technically that's your low, but I don't think you're going lower than this low. I doubt that you would even go below 54.25 cents. You're at 61 cents now. You might not even go below this low, actually, before breaking these highs. I do think you will break these highs and go higher. Yeah. I thought that you were going to maintain prices in this kind of like weird, ugly channel that you have for a while. I thought you were going to maintain them until, God, if I could draw, I drew a really good first straight line, but this second line is not, whatever. I thought you were going to maintain prices in this channel, bouncing and ping-ponging off of these highs and lows until you got up to about $1.50, $1.40. But you might be looking for a breakout move soon, man. You really might. Like this could be where the point of focus is, right? And I would even say it is where the point of focus is. Look at where these resistance points are coming in. Previous resistance points here. When you break above 75 cents XRP, you're probably going all the way up to $1.30. Like in a very, like just like this, in a very short amount of time. XRP loves to be boring and then exciting. Boring and then exciting. Whenever it moves up, when it decides to, it does phenomenal. And I have a funny feeling when you break 75 cents, you're going to see some really exciting price action like this or bigger. Who knows? Yes, it could be bigger. But for the time being, yes, I think you're going to consolidate between where you are now and 75 cents and wait for a week or a day to close above it to really know. But XRP, BTC, abysmal, sad, very sad. But you are at an area that I would expect you to bounce, right? First low here, double bottom. Next low was a higher low. And then you've got your higher low here. Come on now. Right there. I mean, they're like evenly spaced right there even, right? Previous kind of closing area, support area here. Not a lot to go off of, but still. Let's see. Yeah, you might be at a low point, man. So you might be looking like you want to turn around against BTC, which is nice. Good for you. Yeah, I think so. I think XRP is wanting to turn around a new leaf. XRP, man, wow, I can't talk. Everyone's been discrediting it a lot this cycle, a lot. And lately, the memes and the talk about XRP has been so, like, I don't even know what word to use. Negative, but not even negative. Real, because it has been boring and it hasn't moved. But pessimistic of its future, if it's going to perform well in this cycle or not. And I think when that happens with a coin like XRP, that everyone's eyes are on it, it's proven itself, right? They literally went up against the SEC and they didn't lose, which is in a sense a win. They didn't win either, but they didn't lose. They've been around for a very long time too, right? It's an OG coin that for a long time maintained its status in the top 3. And now, I mean, it's been in the top 10 basically its whole life. For a long time, it was in the top 3 its whole life. It even overtook Ethereum at one point. A coin like this, absolutely, where everyone's eyes are on it, and people are finally starting to discredit it. That's whenever it'll move, man. That's when it'll move. Yeah, I don't think I've heard anyone talk more pessimistically about a big coin in the market other than XRP. Like, nobody's been more pessimistic on this one. So I think it's about to do some XRP things and blow the hell up, man. Like, you very well, this was a 59.5% week for XRP. It could be next week. It could be within the next 6 weeks. But soon, guys, very soon, you're going to see a week like this or bigger. My bet is bigger. It's going to be bigger than this week. But who knows? Who knows, man? Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Oddly enough, I might give the winner to XRP, man. Jordan Bailey. I think you got the winner on this one, man. I never thought I'd say it, and I haven't said it, man. We've talked about XRP since before this pump, all this time now, and I'm finally on board with thinking that we are going to see a pump soon. So all the XRP army holders, you guys just give it a little bit more time. You're about to prove all the disbelievers wrong. I think you're about to. When you break 75 cents, it's going to be go time, bro. Literally, I think you're going to see a bigger weekly candle than that. If not a weekly candle, overall the move will be bigger than that. But anyways, that's all I got. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. What a good one to end it with. Hit that like button. Peace.